Good afternoon, ladies and gents. My name's Lucas, and we are currently in my hood. So this is my apartment here in Victory Park. I help tons and tons of folks such as yourself either relocate to the Victory Park area or just any pocket of Dallas in general. Really excited to shoot this video today because we are going to be covering all of the bars, restaurants, walkability of Victory Park, talking about some of the demographics, medium rent price, and then we're gonna wrap things up by hitting the Katy Trail, which is one of the most unique parts, I think, of Dallas in general. It's one of the largest reasons on why I chose to live here. So make sure that you stick around for that. And if you have any questions about anything that I cover in the video, or maybe there's something that I did not cover and you still are just kind of curious about it, all of my information is in the description below. So feel free to shoot me a text, give me a phone call, drop me an email, and I'd be more than happy to help you take a look around. So, without any further ado, let's go take a look at Victory Park. So currently outside of the American Airlines Center, and if you choose to live in Victory Park, you're most likely going to be walking distance. This is where the Dallas Mavericks play. This is where the Dallas Stars play. You also have tons and tons of concerts that will be played here. I think I have seen Dua Lipa, I have seen Bad Bunny, and I think I saw, no, actually I did see Post Malone a few years ago before he got too big. Now he plays at AT&T Stadium, but yes, a huge pro of living in Victory Park, walking distance from all the basketball and the hockey games, as well as any big name celebrities that are in town to give a concert. And right now we are in a courtyard area right outside of American Airlines Center. Where I'm standing right now, usually during like the basketball games or the hockey games, right here, this is full of families, parents, kids for those games. They've also got the game on the big screen if you want to watch it from the outside. So folks from all over Dallas will drive in for that sort of stuff. So whether that's Fort Worth or North Dallas, South Dallas, all over the place, and they're coming right here to Victory Park. So always a cool thing to see once those games are on. Also got to give a shout out to Hero, which is more of a sports bar. And every time me and my friends are in town, we're in the area, and we want to watch a game, we go to Hero. They've got a huge selection of beers on tap, as well as your typical bar food, burgers, pizza, etc. And they also have a massive arcade on the inside. So had to give a shout out to Hero. Definitely a fun spot to hit up. Another bar called the Black Tap. So the Black Tap is new. It's just opened up within the past 3 or 4 months. Moderately priced bar food. I've been there a few times recently with some friends these past couple of weeks. The service is quick. The owner is a super nice guy, and tons of mixed drinks and cold beers on tap. So definitely make sure to check that out. So behind me we have my favorite restaurant in the area, Billy Can Can. So this is more American food, think steaks, shrimp, and they've also got a pretty awesome lamb burger. Moderately priced, 30 to 40 bucks a plate if you're conservative. It can get up there if you want to go here for date night and get fancy. Sometimes it could be, for 2 people, 100 to 150 bucks without a tip. So just kind of depends on how savvy you are. And then right behind me we have Mesero, which Mesero is Tex-Mex. Great margaritas. It's been a while since I've been there, but they've got great fajitas, great margaritas. Couldn't recommend them any higher. And then we have a new sushi spot that just moved into the area. It's called Yellowtail. So if you're into sushi, this one is Japanese sushi. Have not been here yet, but it is certainly on my radar. The walkability, like when you compare it to other pockets of Dallas, whether that's Lower Greenville, Bishop Arts, So Victory Park is just more made for folks that do have an active lifestyle. You'll see that once we walk the Katy Trail. And as I said earlier, we're about 1 mile north of downtown Dallas. So your median rent price in this area is going to be around $2,000. Tons of high rises, mid rises, luxury apartment buildings. It's not surprising to see your rent be for $2,500 or maybe even $3,000 a month. I've got several friends in the area that are paying just north of $3,000 a month to live here. Really just depends on the time of year that you move in, which apartment building, what incentives that they're running. Like for example, I'm paying around $1,900 a month, but that was because I found a smoking deal at the Katy and I moved in during November. Typically in the winter months, apartment complexes will run more incentives. So in my case, I got 6 weeks free, prorate that out, which puts me just below $1,900 all in. So if you move in, and again, this isn't just for Victory Park, but this is for other parts of Dallas as well. Typically like in the summer months, you won't get as good of a deal because there's more people moving during those times, but personal experience in the fall and winter months, it tends to be the best time to move in. You get more incentives. I've seen some apartments give away 2 months free, some give away 3 months free. Really just depends on the timing and the availability of the units that you're looking at. And as far as the median household income in this area, it's around $86,000. So you do see some folks that move to Victory Park, they're fresh out of college, but the majority of people that live here are a little bit further in their career. Maybe they graduated from college 5, 6, 7 years ago. They're more seasoned. They've had a few pay raises. Thus, now they're living in Victory Park. And the majority of folks that live around here, they could be between the ages of 24 to 34. About 95% of them are working white-collar jobs, and they choose to live in the sky rises and the mid-rises that are literally all around me. And right behind me, you will see it's kind of small, Tom Thumb. Probably one of the cons of living in Victory Park. The grocery store selection is a little bit limited here. So for those of you that love grocery shopping, buying your own ingredients, cooking at home, probably going to make more sense for you to drive 5 to 10 minutes north to either hit up Central Market or Target, where they're going to have a better selection. Like Tom Thumb, again, it's okay. I usually go here like if I need a one-off, like if I'm hosting a party and if I forgot something and if I just need something small, I will go here. But for those of you that do enjoy grocery shopping and cooking from home, would recommend driving 5 to 10 minutes north of Victory Park. I wanted to highlight two of my favorite bars in the area. So you've got Te Deseo right behind me. This is more of a Latina type vibe, or Tejano, if you will. They play like a lot of Spanish music. Like I think actually like 5 or 6 years ago, this is where I learned how to salsa dance. So pretty fun spot. You like as you walk in, you'll walk upstairs. There's an outdoor patio with tables and chairs, and they always have a DJ up there. Then over my left shoulder, you will see Happiest Hour. So this is another great nightclub. On their first section, they've got a restaurant which has a bar, your typical bar food, appetizers, beer, liquor, etc. And they also have a second story, which is just another patio, very pretty view of downtown Dallas, and they serve drinks up there as well. All right, so I'm going to show you 3 more venues that are really all situated. All 3 of these venues are nestled nice and tight right next to each other. So right behind me, you have the Henry. So this is another restaurant. They've got an outdoor patio, which is dog friendly on the inside, bar, restaurant as well. Not a bad spot for dinner or a casual date night. And then over my left shoulder, you've got North Italia. So as it sounds, Italian food. I've been there for brunch. Pretty good brunch, actually. Haven't been there for dinner yet. And then over here, you've got Taco Lingo, which is another great Tex-Mex spot. I think personally they've got the best margarita in town, but they've got TVs in there as well. So if you're trying to catch the game. And with that, let's go check out the Katy Trail. And as you can see, the Katy Trail is a 3.5-mile nature walk. It kind of combs its way through all of downtown Dallas. So it is surrounded by bars, restaurants, greenery, meadows, rivers, ponds, etc. As you can tell, lots of dog walkers out here. So if you've got the furry friends, this is essentially where they will spend most of their time. Lots of joggers, bikers. You've got people pushing babies in strollers. And again, it's a Sunday at about 5 o'clock right now. So it's prime time, pretty busy out here, but always a good time to get some rays and to, get outside for some sunshine. And again, I just think that this is a super unique thing specifically for Dallas. Like, I've lived in Austin, I've lived in Houston, Florida, Indiana, California. I've seen similar trails, but I haven't seen a trail like this that is technically downtown near massive buildings and skyscrapers, but it feels kind of rural and that you might actually be in a suburb or something. So pretty cool vibe out here. So we are right outside of the Katy Trail Ice House, and just a quick disclaimer, this is one of the most popular bars and largest bars in all of Dallas. People from Fort Worth, people from East Dallas, North Dallas, South Dallas, a lot of them drive in just to come to this bar. If you're living in Victory Park, you're kind of spoiled just by having it walking distance inside your backyard. So think about football games, basketball games, huge sports crowd here. They truck in lots of local beers as well as any liquor that you can possibly think of. The typical bar food, burgers, fries, etc. Try to get here early. They don't really do reservations, but you can essentially walk up to the front, which is over here, and you can put your name down. Most of the time, if you're lucky, it's a 45-minute wait. I've seen it to where sometimes I've had to wait 2 hours just to get a table. But if you live in the area and if friends are coming to visit you, and if you want to go to the ice house, walk over here maybe an hour before your friends get here, put your name down, walk back home. You will then receive a text. Then you guys can walk to your table. I've done it plenty of times, but really not a bad spot when you've got friends and family in town. And if you want to show them around, amazing spot right off the Katy Trail. And obviously there's a ton of people out here right now. So just wanted to give a quick shout out to the city of Dallas, just in the manner of which they built the Katy Trail. Like, it can be shoulder to shoulder at times. It can be rather congested, but it's super wide. So like probably half of it is paved, which is for the bikers and the walkers. And then the other half is turfed for strictly just the walkers. So again, I've been living out here for about 3 years now. I don't think I've ever seen any sort of a collision. So they've definitely got things running pretty well out here. And as far as the overall vibe of Victory Park, like I said earlier, common age range could be 24 to 34. Just think young, happening, lively, energetic. Not the quietest spot in town, to say the least, but still quiet enough to mind your own business. It's always kind of interesting because like you'll see folks that are obviously in their 20s, maybe early 30s, out of the blue see people that look like they might be, retired or of the elderly, and obviously they're empty nesters. Their kids have moved out, they've sold their house in the suburbs, and they just want to live in an apartment in Victory Park and live like they're young again. So you do see quite a bit of empty nesters out here as well, which is always fun hanging out with them because typically they have the most fun out of everyone that lives out here. And that about wraps up our tour in Victory Park. So I'm a little bit biased. I love the area, but if you have lived here before, or if you're thinking about living here, or if you do have an opinion of the area, feel free to drop a comment. Like, we want to hear about it. We want to learn about it. There's lots of folks that I help every day, just like you, that are researching the areas, not sure if it's their vibe, not sure if they want to live here. So feel free to drop a comment and it would be greatly appreciated. And if you are thinking about renting in the area, there are 5 apartment complexes that I actually have linked below in the description that I recommend you looking at. That would be the Katy, the Victor, the Christopher, the Alexan, and the Camden at Victory Park. So those 5, honestly, I've seen all of them. The amenities are great. The floor plans are awesome. Most of them run incentives year round. Great property management companies, tons of 5-star reviews on Google. So feel free to do your research. If you have questions about any other areas or any other apartments, feel free to reach out. I'm more than happy to help you take a look around town.